Is it okay?
Yeah, yeah, everything's good.
Well, could you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, hello, my name is Gerre and I'm the singer of Tankard.
Great. Corona concert. Is this going to be your first experience with online shows?
Um, we had just one show this year. We played a small festival in the Czech Republic,
Hmm.
and now we're gonna play another small festival in Germany. And in October, we're gonna have a show. It is also shown in the internet live streaming with
Hmm.
only 8 people. So this will be our really first experience with with this kind of screaming and
Uh-huh.
streaming.
And how do you see this streaming thing? Is it strange for you? Do you think it's going to work? Or is it just for the moment, just because of this coronavirus?
Yeah, at the moment there are not more possibilities to do something. I mean, yeah, we have a lot of clubs here. There are no concerts. We have a lot of promoters. They can do nothing at the moment. We have a lot of bands. Yeah, they are not able to play. This is really hard times for the for the music industry or for all the people who have something to do with music.
The things are getting harder for musicians because uh, you were not selling a lot of CD. The musical industry has changed a lot with this internet thing, and
Yeah,
now you can play live too. It makes the things really hard for musicians.
yeah. It's. I mean, as a musician, um, yeah, you have to earn your money with merchandise and of course shows. Yeah,
Hmm.
you earn so much money with selling CDs because the sales are really broke down because of this internet stuff and all that things. And so we are really glad in the band because we all have regular jobs.
Uh-huh.
We have to be honestly, but
Hmm.
if we would live from the music, this is really hard times at the moment because everything is forbidden. All festivals were cancelled, and as I told you, we played now one show this year. This is yeah, I mean, 30 or 35 shows were planned. This is really nothing. Yeah.
Nothing, almost nothing. This is an curious topic. You have still your daytime job.
Yes.
I don't want to step into a personal stuff, but why? Maybe we looking the band from the outside, uh, we could think that you were able to live from Tankard.
Yeah, we would be able if we play 100 shows a year or something like that. No, that was a decision long time ago. Somehow in the late 80s that we decided that we all have regular jobs. And I mean, this is a Tankard is a, yeah, it's not a hobby. I mean, we are musicians, but it spent a lot of time into activities of the band. But yeah, we decided that back in the 80s, in the late 80s. I mean, on the one hand, um, I mean, we are totally free and independent. We can do what we want. That's a
Hmm.
good. Yeah, the bad thing, of course, is we have so many offers to play all over the world, and so we are not able to, yeah, to
Hmm.
take all these offers.
How do you see yourself now? You turn back and look back through the years. Can you believe all the things that you were through talking about Tankard?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long time ago, and I never, when we started with the band, of course, we never thought that, we will get a record contract and bring out albums and, yeah, playing shows all over the world. And yeah, I'm still happy and of course a little bit proud that we are still here and still a part of the metal scene. And yeah, I hope we can go on for the next 38 years. And
Okay.
yeah, so I could personally I could not imagine really a life without Tankard, you know. And so yeah, we keep on going. And I mean, this was a hard year now. So let's say we were supposed to play in March our first show, but that was canceled, and then we really had a break like half a year with the band. And I mean, I think that was good for everybody because yeah, all the years playing, making new records, and so we had a little break. And yeah, but now slowly we keep on going again. And as I told you, we have another 2 shows up planned. I mean, there is a big festival in Mexico City planned in November. I don't know what will happen there. We don't know. But in Germany, they have all big concerts are canceled until the end of the year.
When do you think, when did you realize that Tankard was something really serious? Because I read the first gig you gave back in school, I guess, uh, the alcohol was banned. And so they say you put a beer into these milk
Milk bottles,
cartons.
yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah, that's really a true story because it was a school fest and we played in the classroom. I mean, that was in '83 back. I mean, that it's a long time ago. We were, I don't know, 16, 17 years old. And yeah, I think so. The really breakthrough was with the second album, Chemical Invasion. I mean, the Zombie Attack album was also okay concerning the sales, but then Chemical Invasion was really a breakthrough for us. And then, yeah, then we had uh, middle until the end of the '90s. Nobody was really into thrash anymore, but we kept on going through these hard times. And yeah, so we never gave up. And yeah, that's a thing. I also a little bit proud of it, of course. That I mean, we had in those years like 1998, we had I guess 3 shows in a year because nobody was interested into thrash anymore. Yeah, but we kept on going. And
I think that's something to be proud of because
yeah,
it was maybe early 19, I guess. Uh, Everybody was into grunge and alternative and things like
yeah.
that, and metal in general was going down. We could say you were still there, and you are still there. That's something really really amazing.
Yeah, so as I told you before, we are yeah a little bit proud of it. And yeah, hopefully we are able to keep on going for another couple of years. Coming back
Another,
to coming back to Argentina, of course, one day.
of course, of course, we're waiting here, and we're talking about this beer into milk box, and then one day you are playing with the Big Teutonic 4, Saddam, Creator, Destruction, Tankard. That's really that's a career. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
I don't know who came up with the idea of the Big Teutonic Four, because before that time it was only the 3 big thrash bands without Tankard. But I don't know which guy or which person came up with that idea. Thanks a lot to him or to her.
Now, but Tankard is a kind of pioneer in this style. Or don't you think?
Yes, yes, of course. I mean, we started in '82, and we were all big fans of new wave of British heavy metal, and then yeah, we were listening to the first Exodus, the first Slayer, the first Metallica album. That was, yeah, amazing. We were big fans. And so, I mean, the Zombie Attack album might be has some punk influences, but with Chemical
Mhm.
Invasion was really thrash, I would say.
Beside this, I've heard you said you are a great football player. Is it true?
No, I mean, I did. I'm a big football fan. Yes,
Ah, okay.
I played for myself when I was yeah, I stopped in 1996, and I mean, I played in a very low class, so I was not really a good football player, but I played. But I'm still a big fan, and yeah. So since March, we are not able to go to the stadium.
Uh-huh.
They they had a break. I don't know how it is in Argentina. Do they play at the moment or
No, no. We now, right now, no, no.
yeah?
There's nothing here. Nothing. There's no show. Of course, there's no football. Nothing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I read somehow in South America, Brazil is really
Yeah.
bad, and
I guess it's the worst place here, Brazil. We don't have a huge number of death, but we're in a very strict lockdown, very
oh,
very hard. And how do you see the metal scene beside this coronavirus? How do you see the world metal scene? Do you think the metal is still what was, for example, in the 80s?
yeah, I would say. I mean, in the end, in the beginning of the '80s, of course, the metal thing was something totally new, and so we were able to be there from the beginning. Yeah, that's amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think metal will survive. Of course, there will always be some new waves, of new kind of styles of metal and mixing different styles. And but in general, I think the metal scene will survive. Metal will be also be played in 20, 30, 40 years.
Mhm.
I really think, and yeah, it's a great community all over the world. I mean, if you travel and play somewhere, you are always the metal brother. I mean, this is really fascinating, and yeah, one of the reasons I really still love this music, and yeah, I will ever love, of course. Yeah, I mean, I was infected in the end of the '70s, and yeah, so I was addicted, and so.
Well,
So I
I,
think there will be always some changes, new styles, but in general, the metal scene, yeah, all over the world will survive. Now we will see what will happen with all the clubs.
mhm.
That's really a problem. So over here, because one day you are able to play again some shows, but there will be
Mhm.
no clubs because they all fucked up.
Yeah.
So that will be a big problem in future, and I guess yeah. So all the shows, all the festival were postponed to next year, but nobody knows what will happen next year.
Uh-huh. Because Tankard is gonna play with 80 fans there in person, then the streaming thing. But maybe I guess you can do it because you are Tankard. But a small band from a small town, uh, I don't think that they can do something like that.
Yeah, so we will see. I mean, um, there are a lot of rules. I don't know if the people have to wear a mask. I don't know.
Mhm.
We will see what happened with the 80 people. yeah, I'm really worried what will happen next year. But because now we get summer is over here in Germany now, and yeah, if it's getting colder, the virus will come back maybe. So I don't know what will happen. So I hope that all the small clubs will survive somehow. But wow. I don't know. I hope so, but I don't think so. But we will see what will happen.
Changing the topic, you know, uh, I guess you know, there are some people who said, I don't like Tankard because they kind of push the boys to alcohol and addictions and things like that. What do you think about that? Do you take these kind of words seriously?
Yeah, I mean, it was our own fault because we started with that kind of image since Chemical Invasion album,
Hmm.
and yeah, nowadays, of course, we make a lot of jokes about our own image. So if we would bring out an album 100% seriously, nobody would believe us, you know. But yeah, but we also had from the beginning, yeah, we had very serious lyrics, always a good mixture of funny stuff and
Hmm.
serious lyrics. And yeah, our music is seriously, so you also can have fun to play a song with not a fun lyric, yeah, with serious lyrics. But yeah, but a lot of people they say, yeah, they just drunken heads, they can play or whatever. I can live with that. It's no problem. So it was our own fault with that kind of image, but anyhow, today we can laugh about it.
Well, talking about the concert again, how do you think you will feel there playing for just 80 people? That I guess it's not so usual for Tankard. But even there are shows that are given with no people, just online. Do you think these kind of sets are the same for a musician, or you need this we could say interaction with people
Yeah,
there?
we need this kind of interaction, but I think you also can have a good party only with 80 people. We will see. Yeah, so just to play an online show, this kind of experience we don't have at the moment. And yeah, I mean, it's not the same. Yeah, you need the people in front of you, and we will see what happens.
Okay.
But I think it will be cool.
Uh-huh. Well, I thank you very much for your time, Gerre. It's an honor to have you here. And I wish you to choose two Tankard songs to close the interview.
I can choose my own songs.
Of
That's
course.
amazing. So then I would choose the title track of our latest album, One Foot in the Grave.
Uh-huh.
And we go back to the really first album, and I choose Acid Death because we started to play that song live again.
Great, great. Okay, thank you very much, Gerre. All the
Thank you
best
very much.
for you.
Have a nice day and stay thirsty, but the most important thing, stay healthy, please.